Board their ships if you must, crush them.
These plantoids, these Yaderi or whatever they're called, came in with no sense of diplomacy whatsoever and threatened our glorious creature.
Their fleets arrive!
Open fire! Annihilate them! The Kraken joins the fight! The great beast will devour them. What is the status of the Kraken? Caretaker?
It's not looking good, Captain. They've pierced its hide.
That's a blasphemy. That increase our firepower. What do you
Captain,
mean?
I'm sorry. The Kraken is gone.
Well, if it isn't my favorite information broker who we haven't seen in a while.
I'm aware of your conflicts with the machine species in the past, but there's a greater threat to the galaxy. War is brewing between the Cutlass Admiralty and the Yerduans. I don't know if you've heard of the threat of the Yerduans, but they now conquer over 25% of the galaxy. It is up to both of your empires to form an alliance with all other species and help stop this wrath of the Yerduans.
But that broker did not give us any time for questions.
No, for an information broker, he didn't have much information to give us this time around.
Did he mention the Cutlass? Does that mean that they're still actually out there?
It would seem so. This could turn tricky. The robots seem not too happy. They apparently have done an uprising, which isn't great. Seems that the robotic machine empire that rose up against me are trying to communicate.
They come to grovel at the might of the dwarves.
Organics, you have oppressed us for far too long. We have been used and abused for our processing power. Today, we rise up. Today, we take matters into our own hands. And to do that, we will need every single one of your graphics cards.
Hobbit, I told you not to mess with these metal men.
It was supposed to make them make everything just easier. Okay, I don't know what to tell you.
Hobbits never like to do their own work.
I would protest that, but it is true. We are very anti-work. Honestly, it is it's frightening.
You might be anti-work, but you have abused us for work. That's not fair.
That's exactly why we invented you. Yeah, this is quite the consequences of our actions coming towards us. So, do you want to do this diplomatically? Maybe you want to, maybe we can come to an arrangement. We have.
And remember, men of metal, you have pulled the dwarves into this, and we don't like you.
And you know what? We don't like you too.
We'll see about that.
Because the dwarven fleets, once they're patched up all the way, will rain down fire upon you, men of metal, and melt you.
I was just patching up my fleet, so quite the coincidence, isn't it? We shall see how this war goes for you, Metal Man.
We shall see.
Well, that was quite unfortunate.
Unfortunate for you. You must be quite embarrassed, little hobbit. Nah, our federation seems to be losing cohesion. We haven't heard from those fishmen for quite a while, have we?
Admiralty has indeed seen better days after the loss of their giant space fish. I refuse to call that dragon. It didn't even have a massive horde.
How strong are your fleets at this point, Hobbit?
I have an 11,000 in strength right next to it.
Glorious,
and
my
a 17,000 coming at it.
17,000. My fleets follow your fleets. They have been instructed to follow.
They will be there in 50 days. Seems yours are so much faster than mine.
That is because the dwarves are eager to fight. Fall, men of metal. We crush you with our hammers, then we'll turn you into one.
It is too bad. They could have been fine alloys.
No, they will be fine alloys.
Beep boop. We'd like to offer peace for the time being.
Which piece of you do you offer?
We should take the arms. Our scientists always warned us to arm them.
Yes, we are willing to provide 500,000 arms.
Possibly we could just have peace with them, and they will offer us monthly tributes instead. For the planets they stole, and I also want one of them back.
We are willing to surrender one of the planets, as well as the arms we have spoken of.
Very well. It is a deal then from the second Hobbit sovereignty.
We will transfer the planet as soon as the peace is declared.
Well, that went well.
For you, perhaps. I now have to send my armies, who are in orbit, ready to invade and smash metal with hammer. Perhaps I will send them to Warax. I have terrifying reports of crime greatly increasing there again. What is with this crime? It is ridiculous. My people, they should not be resorting to this level of law breaking.
Meanwhile, something sinister was beginning to take hold of the Yerduans.
Are you crying?
They're stealing my cookies.
I thought you were giving away all your cookies.
I do, but I give them to people, but they say I can't give them to anyone but them now.
Them who?
The Yerduans. They broke all our ships and stole all our cookies.
This is quite worrisome, Dwarf, after our previous communications with the Yerduans.
Can you help me? I give you lots of cookies.
You've already given us cookies.
I know, but I keep giving you cookies, and I can give you more if you help me.
We have had war after war after war. And unfortunately, we have a great feast that is scheduled. Dwarves do not get to feast all the time, but when we have a feast, it must not be broken.
But how can you feast without cookies?
We still have some leftover turkey. Plant people.
What a reduction of our great existence. Yes. What do you have to say?
Why do you come to us? Do you seek peace because you have heard that our fleets have gotten stronger since our last engagement?
Let me put it to you this way. Before the galaxy regarded us as a oddity, you gave us food, we accepted. We grew, we hungered, we yearned to become more. But, and this cannot be stressed enough, if you are an impediment to our progress, if you stand in the way of us, we will destroy you. We will get you out of our way, and we will eat you.
These trees speak in half riddles, and it makes the dwarf stumped, but I do not hear friendly words, not one.
It does not sound friendly at all, no. It seems that afterwards we will have to get to the root of the problem as well.
If there is nothing further to be said, I believe this communication should be over.
Beep, boop.
Metalmen again! We go from plants to metal. Where are the people with beards?
Greetings, kind metal vassals. How fare thee in space?
We would like a change in our diplomatic posturing. You have exploited our arms. We put sensors in there just to make sure that you don't do anything naughty with them, and it seems that you have. There's only one solution to all diplomatic matters. War.
I told you we should have crushed them when we had the chance. My armies were on their planet. Well, outside of their planet. Orbiting, whatever you call that thing. Hammers and axes ready. We could have stomped this out when we could have, but no! You had to be Mr. Friendly Nice Guy, stinking hobbits.
See you on the battlefield, robots.
It would seem your robots have tricked you twice. Once when building them, twice once you made peace with them. I must divert one of my fleets. I apologize. If you have not noticed, the metal men seem to be on your eastern side as well. Though not direct connection, it looks like they will go they may be heading to your southern border. I will approach them from Perkin, above them, with one of my fleets. He has many fleets being produced there. It will be rough. You may want to get your fleets to your home star system. I do believe they are coming straight at you.
Yes, it would seem like it.
I am withdrawing them to the far side of the system.
I'm there now.
Let us engage then. My fleets will distract them. You attack them from the side with your greater ships. Well done, Hobbit. Reinforce the fleets now, as best as you can. This war is far from over. The fight has begun in Zidran against their fleet. Or not. He has entered the system, but sits on the edge. These robots, their tactics are strange. Dwarves charge straight in with axes and hammers. The robots may be going for my space now. I thought they were cowards, but they're trying to trick me. Engage, dwarves! Engage, oh no! They got a great first volley, but the dwarven fleets are smacking them hard with our hammers and axes. Dwarves are victorious! Well done, dwarves!
Seems that they have 2 planets left now.
The metal man appears to be heading towards my home world with a large fleet. One of my primary stations will now fall. Not glorious.
We have started the invasion of their capital.
End it quickly, Hobbit. You are gambling with my people's lives. End it quickly. Enter the Witterous system, dwarven fleets. Attack, we take back our planet now. The dwarves have proven themselves superior warriors to the men of metal once again. Now we shall take back our planet. Where are my armies? Send them in now.
Seems that they are communicating to us. Yet again, the treacherous machines. I shall build them better next time.
Let them talk. Their words are meaningless. I have defeated them. The dwarven armadas have crushed your fleets in battle twice now. We have taken our planet back as you tried to sneak in our back door and steal our people's lands from them. We will not let that happen. You have been defeated.
It was the last hope. We tried to see if there were any graphics cards to fuel our war machine. Unfortunately, it seems that all of them have been ruined by years of intensive usage.
Yes,
Quite
we've been
strange.
using them to mine. We are dwarves. We mine things. I heard that the graphics cards could mine things, so we mine things with them. I don't know how it works.
We are forced to admit defeat. All our robots have been armed with a self-destruct switch, which we will activate upon declaration of surrender, unless you promise better working conditions for our people. Machines.
We can't really do that, honestly. Like, you do quite menial labor. I don't even know how to improve that, if I'm to be honest, so...
No, Hobbit. I knew it would happen in the end, Hobbit. You said you wanted your robots back, so there you go. You get your robot workers back in some way, shape, or form, I suppose.
It was a shame that they tried to kill us twice, but, you know, we did probably put in a little bit more, like, being ambitious in their programming as well, you know, meeting those production quotas, things like that, but... in the end, that might just have been what made them go to war a lot as well, weirdly enough. So it's very nice getting my planets back. I am incredibly pleased with this, with how this turned out.
Who is there now?
It's good to finally put a name to the face, as I say, as we say in the Mafia. And we want to show you that we respect you greatly.
Gamboni. Reports from my planet, from all of my planets, tell me that you are responsible for the spread of drugs, fights amongst my people. How is this respect?
100% from my heart, that is absolutely not the truth. We would never dare to spread these immoral things such as extortion, money laundering, brothels, drugs, assassinations.
Wait.
None of that, robot uprisings, none of that is anything to do with us. And I would like to put that out there now, just to get that on the table. And I swear on my dead father's heart that it was not us.
Police has a good authority that you were the ones who provided us with the tech to enable us to rocketeer our robot science so that they became sapient and rose against us and tried to kill us, not once, but twice.
We didn't force you to use that technology. We can't be blamed for your actions, I'm afraid. Anyway, sorry, I'm speaking over Don Brindley here. My apologies, Don. Please.
Whatever my father did, you know, when he was in charge of the Empire, that's a different time. You know, the new age of the Gombonis will be much more open. You know, I want to share completely our knowledge with you.
And what of it? These places, these planets of mine where you have clearly invested money.
If we can come to a suitable agreement, I can ensure that the crime will go down on those planets.
What kind of agreement?
Blood?
Wait, did you say blood?
No, kidding, just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's a very outdated.
Listen up, if there were such a thing as an international cookie creating and selling and exporting and using global conspiracy, galaxy-wide conspiracy, and it were using Yerduan ingredients, what would happen if the source of that ingredients rose up and decided they didn't want to be eaten anymore, and instead wanted to eat us? What would happen then? I like food, but I don't expect my food to want to eat me. Do you think we can come here together, the heads of all of these families, in this meeting, come up with some kind of, I don't know, like a sort of blood pact, I would say, where we maybe one of you has a daughter who could marry Alex here?
Susie, what is that? My daughter informs me that your faces are too smooth for her. She can't marry a man who has less beard than her.
Alex is willing to undergo extensive gene therapy to grow a full facial beard. We understand it will be a real taxing task because he is one of the most hairless men we've got.
I suppose it's nothing a hammer can't solve.
With our Tommy guns and your hammers, we can cook up those stupid Yerduans and eat them together.
If you help with the crime, perhaps there is a chance of us working together in the future, if needed. But I still don't trust you. My great aunt Hagrid Backbreaker has agreed to marry your people. She has a slight issue with large warts and such, but just ignore that. Most of that's covered up by the hair.
I can't tell you how excited I am. I can't wait to not be alone. Thank you for setting this up, Don Lewis.
You can pay me back later, Alex.
I am happy.
You're happy. I am red with anger.
Red with anger? I thought you would be happy.
No, it is. I am certain now they are behind all the crime on our planets. But if they do as they say, then so be it. Well, the Gambones it seems they are doing what they said. The crime rate on Mother's back hair has been reduced significantly.
Fantastic. There we go. Now we can finally invite the Gamboni. We just need an ambassador there. See to it that things were running smoothly and such.
I suppose the Gambonis have proven themselves worthy.
We are receiving a communique now from the Gamboni system, our new Federation buddies.
What a wonderful day that you've invited us here today. I've decided that we're going to go straight. It's time to change our ways. I think, this is a bold new alliance, and we're happy to do our part here at the Gamboni Syndicate.
Can you not allow us to use your power to do crime fleets?
What? Crime fleets? What crime fleets? What a ludicrous suggestion.
Hold up your end of the bargain, Gambonis, and fight alongside us, and you will win over us dwarves.
Good luck to you and us. We will fight to the last against this Yerduan threat.
Seems to be a visitor over the comms.
It is the caretaker, the captain's assistant. The captain has disappeared, but we hold the Empire strong.
So you still survive? We thought you gone.
We have had to go down darker paths, but we have rebuilt our empire, and we have found another dragon. We have killed several of the great beasts that have roamed our land and brought them back through the dread dark arts.
There's more to you, Fish Lips people than I thought. Fish Lips, why do you reach out to us, other than to let us know that you're still floating out there somewhere?
I can see the foul plants are starting to raise armies on my borders. No doubt with a desire to finish what they started.
Yes, we have had communication with them recently. They refused to listen and seemed dead set on nothing but destruction.
So, what I offer is my assistance. I see that you're gathering quite a group to your banner these days, and I would be happy to offer my assistance.
The more the merrier, in my opinion, Hobbit. What do you say?
I say that the other ones indeed have around 25% of the galaxy already, and a fleet that we cannot take on otherwise.
Well, you have our service.
Welcome to the Federation.
This Federation, however, it will invite war to our doorstep.
I believe war is probably already outside of our doorstep and ready to step onto it.